Hi friends, in today's video I'm going to show you how to freeze fresh white button mushrooms, sweet corns, tempeh and soya based ham. This way of storing fresh vegetables is probably better than canning them. Besides, it maintains the freshness, it also helps keep the taste and texture. What we need are plastic bags for food or Ziploc bags. For mushrooms, just clean them with kitchen towel. Do not wash them because once you wash them, they directly absorb water. Mushrooms are grown in sterilized dark room and the workers wear clean gloves to harvest them. They are clean. Slice them in a thickness of around 3 to 5 millimeters. After that, arrange them like this on a metal tray. It's better to use the metal tray or container. In here I'm using a baking tray. So only half of the top part touches the bottom part of the other piece of mushroom. Try to make just one layer. After that, let them freeze for 2 to 3 hours. So after 2 hours freezing, we can take it out. Best is not more than 3 hours freezing. And do not wait too long. We have to directly put them into a plastic bag to avoid them sticking together. Try to slightly press it to let go the air inside because we don't want them create or covered with too much ice in the freezer. After that, tie them tightly to make sure no air is going in. Keep it in the freezer compartment. You can use it anytime you want within a month. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with the sweet corns. It's pretty easy. Rinse the corns, let dry. After that, break it into two so that it's easy to peel it. I like to peel the corn kernels. I don't know, it gives me a satisfying sense of feeling. There is an advantage of peeling it with fingers. It keeps the shape and the juice. But if you don't like the slightly thickness of the skin at the bottom of the kernel, you can use a knife to cut them. But again, this way, of course, the juice will come out and they are not as sweet as the whole kernels. So for corns, we can straight away keep them in the plastic bags. So it's the same method here. After we put in all the kernels inside the plastic, so we try to again release the air. This way is to avoid producing too much ice when they are freezed in freezer. Because the plastic is big enough, I don't need a clip or rubber band to tie it. Best is to separate the corn kernels into 3 to 4 bags. So when you need it, just take one bag at a time. This method of storing can keep them fresh as long as a month. They are still taste sweet and fresh. I always freeze mushrooms because they are always sold in big amount and I only use a little. You know, they turn brown really fast. And for corns, I always buy more and freeze them so that I can still enjoy fresh corns in winter because I can't buy fresh corns in winter. So I have no choice but to freeze them for as long as 2 to 3 months. How about you? And for this batch, I'll put it in Ziploc bag. And release the air again and roll once and lock it. You may use the corn cob which still have remaining kernels to make some soup base. I put some carrots and vegetables to make noodle soup. Now let us go to freeze the tempeh. So just cut the tempeh into 8 mm to 1 cm thick. Arrange them in a tray the same way we arrange the mushrooms and keep them in the freezer. Freeze them for at least 2 hours. And same with the soya-based ham, you may cut them as you like. Most important is not more than 1 cm thick. My thickness here is about half to 1 cm. Similar to tempeh, freeze them for about 2 to 3 hours. And 3 hours is over. Let's put them into plastic bags. This way of freezing is convenient for us at the time we need them. But if the place you live is easy to get fresh tempeh, then you are not necessary to do this. Another method to release the air, if you only cook for your family or yourself, you don't mind to do this. It's okay to do this, I think. What do you think? And I think many people do this too. And finally, the ham. Pretty easy. Just use a straw to release the air. I cannot find a straw because I don't have it at home, so I use a paper bag for chopsticks. I have a new paper bag for chopsticks, so I take it and I use it as a straw. And it works. Let me show you. This is the paper bag for the chopsticks. I just replace a straw because I don't have a straw at the moment at home. And it works. And just tie it tightly. You can use a rubber band. So there are a few options. If you don't have a clipper, you can use a rubber band too. That's all. Thanks much for watching. I hope you enjoy my video. I'll see you again in my next cooking episode. Bye.